Greed is an ugly thing. I'd wager that we all knew that from at least a factual standpoint. But how many of us have seen greed in its true form, and seen its consequences, and consciously realized it? At first, I wasn't certain I'd be able to cover the Lost Treasure of Griffonstone because its moral is so simple. Friendship is more important than material possessions. We all know that, and I've mentioned it many times before, even if only briefly when it was a relative side point. But what do I do now that that simple moral is the focus of an entire episode? After a day of meditation, I remembered the implications of the way that the Griffons behaved. Connecting it to the episode's background scenes, I realized how this demonstrated the consequences of greed, much more so than the concept. It's easy to spot the disarray in a cartoon, but it's not easy to spot it in life unless you look for those who tend to seclude themselves. People who dedicate themselves to some form of escapism so much that it gets to the point that their interpersonal relationships, health, and state of living is disregarded until it falls apart. Take a look around yourself. Do you know anyone like this? Are they pleasant to be around? Also, reflect inwardly and ask yourself if you exhibit any of these tendencies. And if so, are you happy with your surroundings? Does your hoard give you purpose? Did the citizens of Griffonstone look happy to you? Even when they got the gold that they wanted, it didn't change their outlook on life or how they lived. It was just another 2 coins to add to the collection. These coins being simultaneously precious in the need to have them, and worthless in the fact that more needs to be collected before the hoard is worth anything. Greed is pointless. Living in greed will only cause you to sacrifice everything for trivial pursuits. And even if you get it, with no health or family to share in the wealth will feel empty, and the hoarder will continue to collect in a vain attempt to fill that void. Then those collected treasures will deteriorate with time, leaving absolutely nothing. The only way to avoid this is to realize that worldly possessions mean nothing, and that no golden idol can offer you loyalty or bring laughter into your life. We have to realize and remind ourselves that our pride should lay within what we create, and how we share it with others to make their lives better as well. Gilda realized this and was able to create a delicious scone, start on the path of friendship, and save 2 lives. Now, she'll be able to start rebuilding Griffonstone in the same way. If we can cast aside our worship of false idols as well, then maybe we can do the same. And that's the moral of the story. If you have anything you would like to hear discussed or reviewed, you can drop your suggestions by following BronyBuck on Tumblr or sending an email to bronydebates@gmail.com. Be sure to check out Irish John's channel for some funny short films, as well as MechUser23's channel for some cool gameplay videos, and thank them for all of their support. Feel free to check out my Patreon to see how you can support my channel and what you'll get in return. Big thanks to all of those supporting me already. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon.